Everybody, Humble here. Memorial Day, Monday of the weekend. Bear with me, I had to get my glove on. This is just at the time when the last few black flies are out, and man, they are aggressive and they are nasty, and I don't need to get bit. So take a look at this beautiful emerald green forest yard. What I wanted to do is I'm going to shut up here in a minute. I want you to hear the sounds that are so beautiful. Check it out. Go. Okay, everybody. Good to see you. Yeah. Today's the first day little Squonkie played with my fingers. If you do this, she'll come over and attack you. Well, she doesn't attack. Well, she does attack, but it doesn't hurt. She rolls around on your fingers and she squeals like a like mad, man. She has so much fun. I spent probably all told about 4 hours with her yesterday, if not more. And because she's growing up so fast, you got to spend the time with them. And she's a riot. She is so much fun. And a little side note, which I had no idea could even be possible. I didn't know rodents would do this, but she got so used to when I would put her in the bucket to take her down to the kitchen, warm up her food, that she would, well, for the longest time, I kept her right in my hand. Remember, I kept her with me with a sock on the hand. So when we would get down to feed her in the morning, well, whenever it was, every 2, 3 hours. Um, as soon as I got done feeding her the milk, I would take the cloth, the wet cloth, and touch her bottom, and she would know to pee, and she would pee like a champ. Well, she got to the stage where she didn't want her bottom monkeyed with at all. She'd go, she didn't like it. So I realized her eyes were open, her ears were open, and she was growing up real fast by that time. So maybe she'd be able to go on her own. So sure enough, she picked a little spot in the corner of the cooler where I keep her, the plastic cooler, and she would pee in that spot, and then she would crap in that spot to keep her place clean. Wonderful. And then I noticed just 2 days ago, 3 days ago, when I was carting her down in the bucket to get her food now, because I can't keep her in the little cooler, she'll leap right out of it. I can't afford it having her getting hurt. Um, she would find a spot in that bucket. She would pee, and she'd pee a lot, you know. And then she would eat a lot, and then I bring her back upstairs. She'd be perfectly fine. Well, make this a little bit more condensed. The duration of the time that I kept her out, ramming around on the carpet or what have you, she didn't shit, and she never wheedled anywhere. As soon as I put her back in the bucket, she wheedled and shit right there. Well, you'd say, well, what coincidence, right? No, it isn't. Because what I've been doing, I've been pretty tired. I'll be honest with you. Oh, and the hen and the rooster, I took them back to where I originally got them from. I did kind of a reverse drive-by. I That's another story, but it got out of hand here. The rooster was trying to fuck the squirrels, and they didn't appreciate it. And he was noisy and only played one song, burr, 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 and that gets shitting old after a while. He was cool. I liked Sarge. Gotta be honest with you, I liked him. I like guinea hens better, but guinea hens chase cars, so fuck that idea. But her, she got, well, she realized I was the culprit that was taking the eggs. So she started having her eggs down at my neighbor's house. She planted like 8 of them down there. I wonder what the fuck she dried up on these. She's not paying her keep. And then she never trusted me that much after that. Which is probably my own fault. I should have left the eggs in there. You know, they were stone cold, and heck, they were good eating. So what did I know? You learn as you go. But to get her in the pen the other night was fucking. I was tired, and it was chaos. And he would go right in, but she would walk around the back of it. She'd do anything but go in there. All right. I didn't lose my temper, but I wasn't overjoyed, and I decided right then and there, I've had enough of this. This is getting out of hand. I don't like the way I feel. And before this gets any further, I'll just wait. I'll wait it out. And sure enough, they flew up onto the windowsill. And when it got too dark for them to properly see, they couldn't really move. I went out with a big, not burlap, but a seed bag, and I just picked them up gently and set them in the seed bag, tied the top of it, jumped in my car, zipped right over to where I originally bought them. Well, about a driveway's length away. I didn't want to look too fucking obvious. Let them out right there under the street light. See ya, motherfucker. And away I went. Okay. They haven't been back, so I'm. Well, here's the thing. There was 3 or 4 other roosters there. There was other hens there. There was 100 and something wild game hens there. So in the morning when everybody starts singing, doing their thing, they're going to hear that and go running right back to where they came from. So it's not like I just cut them loose in the middle of nowhere where they totally on their own. Um, just took them back to where I got them. That was $20 down the drain plus the big bag of food. You take a few, you lose a few. What are you gonna do? But little Squonkie now, she's a riot. She's just so much fun. Um, but as I was originally saying, I got so tired from all this up every 2 hours, up every 3 hours. Maybe you sleep to 4 hours if you got lucky, and then you're up doing this again. And then before the sun even rose, burr, 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 you got him going, and then you got to get them out. It wore me out, man. It wore me out. So what I would do is, after little Squonkie would take a pee in the morning, or whenever I brought her out, I would lay down on the leather couch with this wonderful comforter over me, with my nice pillow. And the old boy was, just the thoughts of it. Now my eyes are probably getting saggy, but she'd climb in there, she'd scoot around, she'd race down a leg, she'd get down by my feet, she'd curl up for a while, then she'd lick an ankle, she'd run over and fuck with the other foot, she'd be here, be there, zip around here. She starts doing cartwheels and shit. She's having a fucking riot. And she's warm. That's the one thing about her. She's gets cold easy. And so even 50 degrees is too cold for her right now. She's getting her fur real good and thick, but it's still going to take some time. She's maybe like a 10 or 11-year-old child right now in her development. But today is the first day she plays with your fingers. Now, I used to have squirrels and they would do that. And they were just so much fun. Oh my God. When they get to that stage. But then it goes very fast. From that stage to adulthood is maybe 3 or 4 days from now. They grow so fast. I guess they have to. And I don't know. Oh, I don't know if I could show you, but there's a gorgeous oriole right down there. I don't think. See, I'll have to zoom in, but there it goes. Let's move down there gently, and I'll see if I can get a better shot of it for you. That was a gorgeous oriole. That's one thing we do have here in New York is some really pretty good Baltimore orioles. All right, there it is again. Let's see if I can get my chair set up here. This lawn is at the stage where it may either have to be mowed immediately or not get mowed ever. Take a look at these. They're thorn apple blossoms. Aren't they pretty? It's a beautiful time of year. All right, so with little Squonkaroonie, I might have known it would be too much to ask. We get a day without them fucking things. Well, they say it's going to rain for the next 3 days, so they'll have to be out fucking with the sky to make sure that the weather report's correct. God forbid we ever get more than a couple days of sun. Oh well. Every time you slack up a little bit, you forget about the impending bullshit that's coming like a river. A never-ending sea of bullshit. Oh my God. Well, you do the best you can. So little Squonkie, she's playing, she's having a good time, and she don't shit on the leather couch at all. You're saying, come on, man, she's a rodent. She'll shit anywhere she wants. Yeah, I thought so too, and I found that with squirrels. Same thing. But one thing I've never done until this time, I've never had one that was friggin' size of a peanut, totally helpless, eyes. You saw her when she first got here. I've never taken an animal that small and been able to see them live to where she is today. Just a fabulous little creature. And there will come a time where I'll bring her out, and let her root around outside. And I'm trying to get the idea in my heart that if she really likes it better outside, to let her go free again, which she can. If she would rather be outside, then that's where she'll go. And I can't blame her. It's just a natural life for them. Um, but by the same token, man, did I ever get attached to that little critter? Oh, I would probably cry letting her go, but fuck it, life is what it is. You know, and life would get empty after that. You'd feel it go. But it ain't that way right this minute. She's taking a nap, the little kid. She's a good girl. And I'm out here, quiet moment. I wanted to get out in the forest yard and enjoy Memorial Day. And thank you for all of the veterans and the service people right now. Let's make America great again, one human at a time. Let's choose smart things and stop the bullshit. But thank you, veterans and service people now, for keeping us as safe as we are. Ultimately, it's God's hand that rules all, and so He's the one to be thanked. Talk about an ultimate veteran. There's no greater warrior than our God. But no greater service record either, by the way. So, everybody, this is probably getting to be pretty long. So enjoy yourself today, and I've got some footage to put together. I'll get it up there. But well, you want to see the moon? Check this shit out. Then we gotta go. Right up there. See it? Sure enough. Nice old moon. Yep. Remember that thing? We cut that bastard down last year, but it's gonna be okay, I think. It'll get some. It'll only take a couple years. It'll come on back. See, it's got the little fuzzy wuzzy right there, so it should be okay. Well, guys, humble, enjoying some quiet moments in the hills of old Squonteliaville. Well, old Humble here. You know I'm kind of no stranger to making modifications. This beautiful G&G case came today for my P-base, and it was supposed to work perfectly good for this, and it does probably say Fender right on there. And you can see it says G&G right here. Excellent cases, by the way. However, this piece right here used to be right there. And not only did it really was a shitty support, I was having a problem with my tuners not quite clearing properly. So I moved it back and caulked it down into place. Now this thing fits like a glove. It fits beautiful in there. Isn't that a sweetie heart? Yeah, you bet it is. That is a sweetie heart. And now it looks nice. You know, it came with that regulation plastic as a motherfucker case that you probably could have gone maybe even down Niagara Falls with and survived, you know. But the truth of the matter is, it was a cheap motherfucker and I didn't like it. So if I'm going to have a nice instrument and I want to match my Stratocaster exactly, now I've got exactly what it takes to match. A beautiful tweed case. Say humble. Oh, mammy. Why would you go through all that? Because you can. You only go around once, so I want to go around good. And I've always liked these tweed cases. And it goes, not that that's a, but I've got a nice 50 tweed tube amp from Peavey. And so that's kind of nice. And the Telecaster loves that thing. Telecaster. Stratocaster loves that thing. Everything does. It's a nice amp. So there's what we got, guys. So anybody, if you want, you're going to order one of these G&G cases for a 5-string P-bass, look into changing that for sure. Because one thing I didn't want is all the pressure on the back of the neck right here. No, 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 no. Bad idea. A lot of fulcrum area between here and there. I want it right at the heel where it can do minimal fuckage. In fact, no fuckage is what I'm looking at. Okay, guys? So I should enjoy it. Bye-bye now. See this video, guys? Sometime before little Squonkie came along, I watched this video and I commented what a kind soul the guy was, because he saved that little baby. Now, if you'll take a look over here on my shoulder, you'll see little Squonkie. This is her birthday today. She's been with me 4 weeks, if I can get a hold of her. Oh, she's a little scrambler now. Oh, there she is. Take a look at her. 4 weeks with me, 1 week alive before I met her, I think. So she's 5 weeks old. Look at how adorable she is. Isn't she a cute little kid? So I just commented on this fellow's site. I come see little Squonkie. And look at her. There she is. She's a good little girl. Look at that little face. You want a kiss? Come here. Oh, you're adorable. Gotta give her 2 of them, you know. You gotta do it. Look at that little face. Isn't she something? She's a good girl. Look at this stuff, man. Look at her. She's adorable. She's just the most wonderful little thing. Wonderful personality, totally wonderful. And I think her mother came to the window today. So next time she does that, I'm going to get little Squonkie and see if they recognize one another. Isn't she adorable, though? Now watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Oh, right up there where she likes to be. So just to show you, here's for the, I put this out here for the hens. They come up there and sit on their porch, but the little chipmunks go right up the bamboo and then they come across. How they know there's food up here is totally beyond me. But isn't that something? So I thought I'd watch this again. And if you want to see this little baby squirrel here, I'll put a link in the description down below. Isn't it a beautiful little critter? I'm telling you, they make great pets. They really do. They really do. So yeah, childhood dream. You could say that again. They are wonderful. All right, humble out for now, guys. Bye-bye. Who is this little scrambler? Who's that little kid? What's she doing? Look at that little face. Oh, she's having fun. She's going to scoot right up here. Watch this. There she is. If I don't know how I'm going to focus this camera, but I'm going to try. What are you doing? Don't monkey with the camera. You going to run? Come here. Come here. Squinky. Squinky Wankler. What are you doing? I hope I'm getting her in here. I'm doing the best I can. What are you doing? Oh, look at it. She's a good kid. It's going down the back. You'll have to bear with me. I don't know where she is. There she is. There's the little scrambler. I don't know how I'm going to do this. All right. Oh, there she is, clinging. She's going to play with a ball for the first time this morning. Little does she know. If I can keep her in the pocket, in the pocket. Oh, she's a riot. Going in that pocket. I'm in there, man. I'm in that pocket. Yep. Look at me climbing around. There she is. Oh, she's a riot. She is just about as good a fun as you can get. She's about as good a fun. She wants to play with my hand. Watch. Watch this. Watch this. Oh, she's a good girl. She's a good little kid. Right up the old arm. Doo! Oh, she's full of life. Praise God. She is full of life. She is. Very difficult to film because she is fast. I don't know about all this, but she's hiding down there somewhere. She's got to investigate everything. She's got to see everything. Well, just about. Now, let's not get carried away here. Look at that little kid. Now, here's what I want to do. See if she'll play with this ball. What's that thing? What is this thing? What is it? She's never seen one before in her life. What is it? What is this thing? What is it? What does it do? What does it do? It goes rambling. Look at me. Oh my goodness. This is not going to be an easy film. It's not going to be easy. Whoop. I told you. Nothing easy about it. Oh my goodness. Nothing easy. Oh, come here. Come here, kid. She's good. She's good. Look at that little face. Look at that little face. Yeah, she's a good kid. She said, what is that thing? What's looking at me? What is it? It's a camera. It's a camera, Fuzzy. She's a good girl. Oh, and she really is, too. I'll tell you what. Come here. Come here. What are you doing? She's a good shit. She wants down. What are you doing? Come here. Does it to your eyes, I think. All right. Oh, look at that little rambler. I'm going to play with a ball. What was that thing? What is it? What is that thing? I don't know how the hell I'm going to film this. I'm trying to get her to play with it. What is it? What is that thing? Why is he playing with that creepy thing? Well, it could be me. I don't know. I gotta stop. There's enough of this here. Here. Get some more of them. There we go. Get a whole pouch full. And look at her little self. Isn't she adorable? Look at that kid. She's saying, "This is the first time I've ever eaten a sunflower seed." Isn't that amazing? So she's got two little pouchfuls of them. Now remember I told you that she uses a corner to wheedle in. I put a nice towel there so it keeps it clean. And don't worry about this dirty shit on the sides. All that is rust and, well, not rust, but it's, yeah, I used to have this full of dirt and there was flowers in here. I planted flowers. It was one of my attempts to quit drinking. I filled the cooler up with dirt, figuring that would be the end of it. Okay, well, so that didn't work too fucking good. But life went on. Isn't she adorable? Little Squonkie. Little Squonkie. Look at her. She got flowers. She never got flowers before. Yeah. Oh, she's a good kid. She's sleepy though. But I went out and got her some flowers. She'd never seen them before, so I thought I'd bring them and let her have some. Let's see where the little kid is. She ain't hurting for food, is she? Nope. Look at that little scrambler in there. She's tired though, so that's going to give me some time to go and play with Settle Corsa. She's a good little kid. She's staying clean. She's a good kid, man. I had no idea how awesome these animals are. I had absolutely no clue. Look at your flowers. Are they good to eat? Well, I imagine so. Look at that. All kinds of them. Oh my. My goodness. Look at that. This is going to be fun. I get to bite these flowers and these leaves. Oh man, I'm loving it. Oh man, I'm telling you. She is such a sweetheart. That thing's gone. Yay! I get to eat real live food. Yeah, you do. She's having fun with that little blanket, that little paper towel. She found that to be a toy. It's amazing stuff. Just amazing stuff. Oh, I'll tell you. Never be cruel to these type of animals, or any animals for that matter. If you only had a clue how awesome and special each and every one is, I would never have an idea. It was, I mean, I'll tell you. Wish I could go into detail, letting you know how awesome this little animal is, but nobody would understand, I'm sure. Oh, it's a rat with racing stripes. Oh, you're an ignorant motherfucker. Go vote for Hillary Clinton. That's all I can say to you. Who knows? Maybe she can still get to be president. Oh, yeah, right. Okay, enough of that bullshit. Look at this. We got all kinds of things, man. I couldn't believe it. Look at, I've got all kinds of goodies. I can nip these right off here. They're gone, man. I mean, those are history. Yep. Oh, I'm gonna get these rascals. What a leaf. What's this thing? A leaf. Never seen one before. Wow. So you got to keep something new all the time for them, so their mind will constantly be processing new information, and it keeps them strong and healthy and wise. You know. Now, who the hell would believe that you could? I didn't do it. I don't take credit for it, but that she would become house trained. I would never have believed it in a million years. All I've ever seen of them is they crap wherever they go, and they wheedle wherever they want to, because that's how it is in nature. But the interesting part is, if you look over in the corner, you'll see that's her poo corner. That's the house at poo corner right there. That's where she pees. Now she's in her water dish making a mess, but she can do those things. She's got to get in the right position to take care of this thing. So today was the first day she's ever handled black oil seeds, sunflower. Never put anything in her pouches till today. Today was the first. And I think today's the first day outside that there is no black flies. So it's safe again to go out. Praise God. She is having a ball. She's having a good time. I gotta let her rest a little bit though, because I've had her out most of the morning, and it's time for me to get a little bit of time too. A little bit. All right. Say goodbye, Squonkie. Say goodbye, little Squawk.
Bye bye.